Hi, my name is Kamalani, and I'm going to interview my grandma.
Or Tutu.
What's your whole name?
Stephanie.
Look at the
Oh,
camera.
Stephanie Marie Medeiros.
Who named you and why?
My parents named me, and I'm named after my father. My father was Stephen, and so they decided to name me Stephanie after him.
Girl version.
The girl version.
Who's your parents?
My parents is Stephen Joseph Medeiros, and my mother is Mary Momi Kairila Ao Kawai.
Where were you born?
I was born in Pu'unene. Used to be a hospital in Pu'unene, and that's where I was born. Can I look at you?
Pu'unene Avenue?
Pu'unene Hospital,
Is that on Pu'unene?
I guess.
When were you born?
I was born in March 7th, 1952.
1952? Holy. Where did you live?
I lived in Makua all my life.
How did you and Papa meet?
Well, Papa used to go pig hunting with my father, with Papa Medeiros, and that's how we first met, but he wasn't allowed to speak to me because Papa Medeiros was very strict. There were 4 girls, me and Auntie Val, Auntie Linda, and Auntie Momi, and none of the hunters could speak to any of us because Papa was so strict. So years after, we met at a dance at St. Joseph Church up in Makua.
And what happened?
And then Papa asked me out. We went to a movie. I think it was The Godfather. And we dated, saw each other every single day for 6 months, except 2 days when Papa was stranded on Oahu, and I think one day he was sick.
That's it?
Yeah. And then we got engaged.
Oh, okay. What was life like for you while you were growing up?
Well, their life was hard because we were poor. We didn't have much money, but I didn't know it because we were happy. And Papa, that's one of the reasons why Papa hunted. Papa would go hunting and fishing, and he had a garden, and that's how we lived. We ate the fruits, vegetables from the yard, and we made smoked meat, and we made Portuguese sausage, and we made our own blood sausage. Papa Medeiros had a smokehouse, and that helped to feed the family. And then Papa went fishing also, so we had fish, we had limu, we had hauki, we had kopihi. So I didn't really feel like we were poor until Christmas time. Then I realized that we were poor because all the kids had gifts, all the friends had gifts, and we didn't. So that's when that's the only time I realized that we were poor. Because even on our birthdays, Granny always had a big birthday party for us. She'd make a cake, and we'd have our friends, our classmates over for dinner.
When you met Papa, what made you guys move to Kihei?
What made us move to Kihei?
Well,
when we got married, the first place we lived was in a little apartment, and it's still there on Pio Drive. It was, at that time, it was called Nena Ala Apartments. And it was right above the street where Uncle Bruce lives, the top of that street. And that was the first place we moved into. And that's where your mom was born. And I think we lived there until she was almost 1. And then we moved to a little cottage up in Kula. And then from Kula, we had the opportunity to buy a house in Kihei. So that's why we moved to Kihei.
Did you have any goals while growing up? What was it?
Believe it or not, Tutu, when I was in grade school, was going to be a nun.
What? A nun?
I loved religion. And I even got a religion award when I graduated from 8th grade, and my plan was to be a nun. And then I discovered boys, and my goal changed.
You never want to be a nun again. Why a nun?
I don't know. I guess because I went to St. Joseph, and I was surrounded by nuns. and I was surrounded by religion. And Papa was a strict Catholic, so we went to church all the time. We prayed the rosary. We did all the things that nuns do.
Catholic.
So then I guess maybe that's why I wanted to be a nun. And then after high school, I started to notice. I mean, after 8th grade, I started to notice that
After high school.
there were more interesting things than being a nun. So then I wanted to do hair and makeup. I wanted to be a cosmetologist and go to school where they do hair and makeup, like Auntie Pepper. Auntie Pepper.
How old were you and Papa when you guys first met?
I think
And then when you guys got
Tutu
married?
was probably like 19 when we met.
And he's 19.
When I first saw him hunting, and shortly after that we started dating. So I think I was like 19.
When you guys got married?
20.
Only 1 year.
I think
You dated 1 year.
we were dating for a month and Papa proposed to me. And first I said,
1 month?
And then first I said it was too soon, so I waited 1 week and then I said yes.
How long you guys been together?
37 years.
What was an important lesson you learned while growing up, or just in your life, or when you got married or something?
Important lesson that I learned? That's a hard one because I learned a lot of lessons growing up. I think one of the main lessons I would say is that family comes first. That family will always be there for you. Friends come and go, but family is always there for you and always support you and always help you through your trials. So I think the importance of family, I would say God first and then family.
How did you get your name? Do you know how you got your name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that already. Is there anything you regret while you were growing up, or like in your life so far?
Yeah, I think I would have not played around so much in college, and I think I would have continued my education. I would like to, even now, I would love to go back to school. Yeah, Tutu went to college for a little while, but I was too busy playing around. MCC. I wanted to be, and then I went from wanting to be a nun to wanting to be a forensic scientist. I love forensic science. So, big difference. So I think the only regret I have is maybe I would have liked to have more education and probably have more children. I wish I had more kids. I wish I didn't just have 2.
How many kids did you have?
2.
While growing up, who did you like live with? Like, how was it? Like your siblings and stuff.
Well, I always lived with Papa and Granny, and we were very close because there were 5 of us at the time. We were all like 1 year apart. So I'm the oldest, and then Uncle Michael, and then Auntie Linda, and then Auntie Momi, and then Auntie Val, and then when I was 18, a senior in high school, Uncle Patrick was born.
18 years apart?
So I'm 18 years younger than Uncle Patrick.
Wow. Okay. If you could go back in time to a favorite memory, what would it be and why?
I think it would probably be having their mommy and having Auntie Malia, and when they were babies and how much they needed me and depended on me. I think I would like to go back only for a short time.
Why?
To that time, because it was a wonderful time. Now mommy is grown up and Auntie Malia didn't need me as much.
Mommy's an old lady now.
But I wouldn't want to. I don't want to go back and live in that time because I love my life now, where we are now.
Any other ones?
What was the question?
Any other favorite memories that you would want to
Oh, sure, like marrying Papa and like when you were born and having the doctor come down the hallway carrying you and we could hear you crying. Seeing you for the first time, that was one memory I would like to go back and see again.
Any others?
Every single grandchild that was
Every,
born, all 9
I know
times.
how
I'd be
much.
going back a lot.
9 times. Oh, the machine gun.
Also, I think probably every time that you guys accomplish something with your hula, or the boys with Boy Scouts at their awards and all those times, I would like to go back, but come back to
We'll
today.
come back to it. Is there any advice you would like to give us kickies?
Always have Akua first in your life, and then your family. Find a man that will cherish you, put you up on a pedestal, treat you like a queen, the queen that you are. I think that's it, just to see my family happy.
Any other advice?
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be giving you advice.
Yes. What did you give me?
Always listen to your mom and your dad,
Oh, goodness.
even when you think they're wrong, because they're always right. And I think because I didn't have the education that I wanted for you guys to be educated. We need educated Hawaiians in this world.
Negative.
To finish our Sour Patches.
You have 10 more minutes.
Any other advice you want to give?
Always be
Anything
close
you
to
wanna
your mother,
say?
because Granny is going to be 80 years old, and I'm still just as close to her as when I was a little girl.
Wow.
So be close to your mother. Take her advice. Put Tutu first, then. But always be close to your mommy and take care of her when she's older.
Anything else you want to say?
Oh boy, pressure.
Anything
Let's see.
else? You don't have anything else? You Paul?
Oh, give me another question.
Okay. No, that's it.
It's not 20 minutes.